My name is Carlos Orozco. My basic training is in experimental biology. I did that at the Metropolitan University in Mexico City. And I specialized in the last year of my degree in biophysics and biochemistry. That followed with a master's degree in biomedical sciences. I got my master's degree in immunology, and where I studied a particular cell line regarding cancer. From there, I went to Australia. I enrolled at Griffith University, where I did my PhD, and that took 5 years. I did my PhD on biochemistry, looking at the early maternal recognition of pregnancy. That will then follow through with a postdoctoral training, where I had the opportunity to come to the Karolinska Institute in Stockholm and work under the guidance of Professor Bengt Samuelsson and Åke Lindgren. And that allowed me to have a vision beyond my scope as such, because I was very narrow-minded at that time. And when I had the opportunity to see the sort of research that takes place at the Karolinska, it really inspired me to get the best out of me. And I also work in Tübingen in a Frauenklinik with Professor Hans Dinenberg and Volker Hanf. Following that, I went on and joined the pharmaceutical industry after completing 10 years of academic life, 5 years with my PhD and 5 years as a postdoctoral fellow. When I joined the pharmaceutical world, I have had a lot of experience in the field of biomedical sciences. So I joined a pharmaceutical company, where I was part of the sales team, and then they asked me to be responsible for the education of medical representatives. That took me through 13 years of labor with the pharma industry, where I end up designing clinical studies, phase 1, phase 2, phase 3 in the medical departments of 7 companies. I also, while doing that, I did medicine, and I specialized with something called fertility and cardiovascular medicine, along with something that I love, which is gynae-oncology. This took me to another world, the clinical world, and I practiced at the King Khalid University Hospital in Saudi Arabia, where I was an associate professor of gynecology and fertility. Following that, I continued my work in Australia, working for pharmaceutical companies, leading with oncology. In 2008, I gave up all the medical training that I had previously had, and I went on and studied naturopathy. So I became a naturopath, specialized in non-traditional Chinese medicine and homeopathy. With that on board, I continued my work into the world of energy medicine. And I started looking at vibration, frequency, and of course resonance, as Tesla rightly mentioned, in order to understand how nature really works. And with that knowledge, I joined Cell Wellbeing back in 2011.